Hello! Hello! We need help! There's something in our house! Mother...
Get out of my house! Get out of my house! Oh my God! Mary? Mary? Mary?
So these other so-called supernatural investigation teams, they didn't charge you anything, did they?
No, not a cent. Why?
But they got you to buy all these high-tech surveillance cameras through them for $1,000 a pop.
They installed them for us, and the motion sensors, too.
I bet. And you didn't get any answers out of that, did you?
They told us not to be afraid and to take back our house.
They told us to yell at the ghosts, spirits, or whatever they are, and tell them to leave, with conviction.
With conviction? Well, that makes all the difference.
Right. Listen, guys. Don't worry. One way or another, we'll get you your answers, okay? These other investigative teams walk around calling themselves supernatural investigators, which means they walk in believing the house is haunted.
And a supernatural meaning beyond the laws of nature.
Right, which is why we go by the term paranormal.
Which just means not yet explained by science.
Yeah, that's the difference. PI comes to an investigation to debunk supernatural claims. Now, scientists laugh at the supernatural because science specifically says that nothing can exist beyond the laws of nature.
Yeah, see, so any evidence that we collect that we can't debunk or explain away, we just use to convince real scientists to accept paranormal as a legit field of study.
Right. So one day we can get the answers.
So this is the room you had your first paranormal experience?
Yes, I was over in the corner over there dusting, and this door right here was open, probably to about there. I glanced over my shoulder, and it was like I saw a person, an outline of a man. I couldn't see the details, but it was a dark shadow. And so, of course, I was startled. I fully turned around, though, to get a better look, and it was gone. I guess I didn't know if I was seeing things, but then it was happening other places, in other rooms. I had to tell Walter, and then he started experiencing it as well, and we just really love this house, and we put a lot of time and effort, and we've been dreaming about it for a long time. We would just like our house.
God, Jose, do you smell that?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
It smells like something died in here.
No, did you have to put it that way?
Sorry.
God, I think my EMF reader's broken.
I don't know, the temperature's holding steady at 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
How can that be? I mean, all the lights are turned off, and I'm getting readings like we're in the middle of an electric power plant.
High electromagnetic field readings.
When connected with an unexplained drop in the temperature.
These phenomena could indicate that a ghost or entity is present and attempting to manifest.
Where's that hum coming from?
I think it's coming from the stairwell.
Hey, Andy, you okay?
Yeah, I just got really dizzy. I think I need to...
Whoa.
And that was the plan from the beginning. We always wanted to have a fixer-upper, something we could really be proud of and work on together. We had a contractor and did some work. Times got tough. I ended up doing a lot of it myself. I've invested everything I have in this. I cannot afford to sell it at a loss.
Yeah, Damon, that's the spot that Andy got sick at.
Man, why is it always the basement?
Too scary for you, bud?
Yeah, right. You just know how I feel about basements, man.
It wouldn't be interesting otherwise, would it? Here we go.
And when you look at all this shit,
The hum is definitely coming from over here.
yeah. What's happening with the EMF?
Nothing really.
Hey, you know what? That hum is absolutely coming from behind that closet door.
Yeah, the EMF is spiking a little bit in here.
There's a thermometer's holding steady. 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, shit! Over 90% of our investigations turn out to be nothing unexplainable or paranormal.
Your house was no exception. Now, our cameras and your fancy surveillance cameras didn't pick up anything when the sensors were being set off.
You see, I stuck a pin here in the space where you removed the old wooden floor trim, and out came those little brown pellets.
Rodent droppings.
You gotta be kidding me.
They come out in the dark and set off the sensors.
You see, our cameras and your high-tech surveillance cameras were angled to catch a human. I mean, we never gave mine to the feet. We're trying to catch a head or a body. So once the mice ran along the floor, they never made it into the shot.
So, all you gotta do is call a professional exterminator ASAP and replace the trim.
Okay, fine. There's mice, but what about the things that we've both been seeing? How do you explain that? I saw a person, an outline of a man. I couldn't see the details, but it was a dark shadow.
No offense, Walter, but you're a bit of a slob, bud.
Walter.
You got all these paints, stains, thinners sitting out. They're not closed, put away properly.
And you see behind this shelf is an air intake for your AC and heating unit.
Right, so the fumes get caught up in the air intake, and when the fan clicks on the AC unit outside, it blows into the ductwork and it comes out in the vents on the floor all over your house.
Perpetrating the foul smells, the dizziness, nausea, the headaches.
Hey, Andy, you okay?
Yeah, I just got really dizzy.
I mean, you were slowly poisoning yourself, people. I mean, this whole house is one big humping chamber. I mean, you need to get this mess cleaned up and cleaned up like yesterday.
Lastly, this is the real cause of your haunting.
That low-pitched hum we all heard was caused by those circuits overloading. I mean, none of your wires are grounded. The wire gauge is not up to code. Half your connections are capped. I mean, it's a mess.
This is also the source of the high electromagnetic field that's known in some people to alter brain chemistry, which can lead to a range of things from sleep deprivation, paranoia, rage, nightmares.
You had a major short. I mean, you could have had a serious electrical fire here, Walter.
I guess I'm not the best electrician.
Yeah, you're damn right. I mean, what you need to do, you need to get yourself a licensed electrician to come in here and redo all this wiring.
The good news is your house is not haunted. You're both gonna be fine.
All right?
Here, let me help you with that.
Get off, I've got it.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman.
You're being a misogynist.
I don't even know what that means.
It means chauvinist pig.
Pig? Yo, you're talking crazy, baby. I got style. I look good.
Yes, ma'am. Now we're looking forward to it too. I'll talk to you on Wednesday. Thanks.
Come on, man. Tell me something good, man.
That was them. That was them.
So what's the word?
I just got the phone with Andrew Worthington Jr.'s lawyer.
The celebrity gazillionaire?
That would be the one,
So he's out of jail.
obviously. We got a meeting with him next Wednesday.
What does he want?
She just said they have a business proposal for us.
This is it. Yo, this is the big time, man. What we've been waiting for.
No shit, bro. Just want to make sure you're okay if we record this, right?
Yes, it's fine. It's fine. I need the world to know the truth. Perhaps this will be a worthy legacy in and of itself. As you can see, gentlemen, despite the outstanding reporting of the titans of celebrity gossip. I did not bribe every single New York City official to gain an early release. I am 38 years old, the eldest son of one of the wealthiest men in America. I should have the world eating out of the palm of my hand. But instead, I will be dead in 6 months from pancreatic cancer.
I mean, we're sorry to hear that, Mr. Worthington.
How can we help?
In my short but well-documented life, to be brutally frank, I have fucked and screwed over more women than Tiger Woods. Gotten into more fights than Mike Tyson, drank enough whiskey, and done enough drugs to put John Belushi to shame. I have broken every single one of God's 10 commandments 10 times over. And I have never given any of it a second thought. Until now.
What my client is getting at is a piece of property that both of you should be very familiar with. The West Virginia State Lunatic Asylum.
Supposedly the most haunted piece of property in the entire United States.
The gateway to hell.
That's right.
We've been trying to investigate there for years, but ever since the murders, the town hasn't let anyone in.
Your reputation for debunking hauntings is well known.
That's why Mr. Worthington is prepared to give both you and your team full, unfettered access to the property and all the buildings on the property for 1 weekend.
That sounds great.
But what's the catch?
Mr. Worthington?
There is none. There is none. If you can't debunk West Virginia, then I know I'm going to spend an eternity burning in hell. Well then, I have nothing to worry about. Is everybody understood here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Sign it over.
Text and Pam at the agency right now.
Yo, man, I heard this Worthington kid was eccentric, but yo, he's out of his damn mind.
Who cares, man? We have West Virginia, bro.
Yeah.
We need to get the network on the horn and let them know we have a ridiculous season finale.
Yeah, man, you know, a rating spike from this episode could be huge, man.
Exactly. We can get Kieran Elliott as the guest host.
Yeah, yo, he
Amazing.
loves us. Yo, he loves us.
Right.
Yo, man, you should have that checked out. You know they won't ask you how you got it, they'll just treat it.
Look, man, saying seen a lot more than a tiny-ass electric shock, all right? Just drop it.
We only use 70% of our brains. We still don't know what the other 30% is for.
It literally is dormant for all practical purposes. So let's figure you walk into a dark, creepy, supposed haunted house. Well, the power of suggestion on the human brain can be a very powerful force, producing all kinds of hallucinations and other perceptual phenomena that may seem very, very real to the person experiencing them. It's all precisely calculated chemical reactions in the brain.
The human brain is an organic computer. Electric impulses fire back and forth, just like on the microprocessor chip on your home computer.
See, the brain is a very carefully balanced 3-pound mass of noodles, you know. A little too much of this, a little scarcity of that, and... I mean, there have even been cases where the human brain has been able to project images onto unexposed film, for crying out loud. It's powerful stuff. That's as good an explanation for ghost caught on film that we've heard.
There's crisscrossing EM fields all over the Earth. It's theorized that when a person walks through one of these EMF cages, it traps the electric impulses firing in their brain in much the same way you download a file to your home hard drive.
Our brain then stores those electric impulses as present-day images or memories. And there's your ghost. There's no spirit or soul involved. It's just cutting-edge physics.
instead of looking into individual claims of the paranormal, we're gonna be looking at 30 years of paranormal happenings.
Yeah, this is the big time. This is what we've been waiting for our entire lives. So everything else up to this point has been a training session.
The real deal. The West Virginia State Lunatic Asylum.
No one's been able to prove or disprove life after death for over 5,000 years.
It's not as crazy as it sounds. We don't have to prove it.
Right. If our investigation in West Virginia can just produce a credible scientific argument that paranormal phenomenon is in no way connected to the supernatural, there are a lot of brilliant scientists out there with really groundbreaking theories.
And maybe by helping discredit the boo factor, we can help them get their research funded.
Richie, I hear.
I'll take care of this. Hey, boss, you better get out here.
This is gonna be trouble.
What is this?
I have no clue.
It's that amateur team from the news. Ask. Academia's Spirit Searchers Club.
Yeah, assholes.
I'm Dylan Miller.
We know who
nice
you are,
to,
all right? You have no right to be here.
Yeah, you need to get your ass out of here before we call the cops and get you and yours arrested for trespass.
Come on, guys. You're not gonna hold all that stuff I said about you in the press against me, are you? I was just speaking the Lord's truth, and we both know it. These reality shows like PI have millions of viewers every week, and every week they find evidence they either can't debunk or explain away. And instead of allowing themselves to even consider their evidence as possible proof of the existence of a supernatural or spiritual realm, they jump immediately to find their answers in science. And so far, science hasn't been able to solve the mystery. The only reason you're here interviewing me is because science and medicine couldn't stop or explain the deteriorating physical and mental condition of 119-year-old Melissa James. Gosh, they left her for dead, and we're looking forward to an autopsy now. My team and I stepped in, empowered by our faith in God, and performed an exorcism. We completely cured her by vanquishing the demon that possessed her. Praise the Lord. Unlike godless scientists and those TV ghost hunting teams, my team and I believe in God. Life after death, religion, the power of the mental mediums, and yes, exorcisms. And the fact that evil spirits coexist with us in our human realm doing the work of Satan.
Perhaps, but isn't it these very same beliefs and your eagerness to challenge those that disagree with you at least partially responsible for your troubles at UCLA?
Read your Bible. The meek might one day indeed inherit the earth, but God doesn't choose wimps as his messengers.
You know, it's hard to believe, but you're an even bigger asshole in person.
Insult me all you want, but I'm not going anywhere. And neither is my team.
And what is this shit?
Unbelievable. Worthington sold us out, man. He actually wants us to investigate with this guy.
You really think a man like Worthington is going to trust an honest investigation solely to people that walk in disbelieving? You're a hypocrite, Jack.
Listen, man. You know, it's called a reality show for a reason. You have to be realistic.
Yeah, man, I mean, me and Jack, we played up for the cameras, but if you think you're gonna find a definitive answer to life and death, yo, in this dump, you're as crazy as Worthington.
So, you know, that's the difference between you and I, Damon. I'm not crazy. I don't play. I have faith.
Dude, what do you think you're doing? Better step off, asshole, before I knock you out. Jack, Damon, get over here.
Oh, peace, love, and understanding, bro. It's just a camera. No need for physical violence.
What are you guys doing?
Yo, they're trying to vic all our prime setup positions with this stank-ass equipment.
Hey, man, that is top-of-the-line primo shit.
It's skunk. We have over 30 PI cameras, all personally modified and upgraded by me, son.
Hey! Watch it, tough guy.
Hey, man.
Try shoving someone in your
Hey! What if I told you about throwing the first punch, man? Wanna get your ass arrested?
Man, do we have a problem?
Yeah, I think we do.
I think you should do
Your
something.
15 minutes is up, all right? I don't give a shit what Worthington says. You get your crew and your equipment, and you get the hell out of here, all right?
Talk to you
What?
for a
What?
second.
What?
You two are the geniuses that sold the network on this huge, big finale episode. Right? Someone's got to be the adult or we're all going to get kicked out of here. If you can't deliver for the network, how's that going to look?
You're right. You're right.
Good. I'm sick of hearing you guys complain. I just want to do the work. So should you.
So what do we do?
Ever heard of separate but equal?
Yeah.
Jack?
Yeah.
All right, Dylan. Here's the deal, man. We have more experience, better equipment. So we'll set the cameras. We'll share the feed with you. You stay out of our way, we'll stay out of yours. Sound like a deal?
See now, Jack? Was it so hard? Deal. Great. All right, team. Let's wrap it up. Jack and his boys here are gonna do all the work for us. Let's get some lunch.
That's what you guys wanted, right?
Check that out. Is that a woman up there?
Hey guys, your celebrity guest star has arrived. Find some ghosts with sheer Scottishness. Any ghosts come near me, they'll be killed. Well, I was expecting more of a reception than this. Really? I'm gonna go and put my pants back on.
Andy, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the history of the West Virginia State Lunatic Asylum?
Sure, Karen. The history of the asylum is pretty grim. There's not just one building here on the grounds, there's nearly a dozen. Some date back to before the Civil War in the early 1860s. It was a consumption hospice then and later converted into a war hospital. The point is, by the time the asylum accepted its first patient in the early 1900s, thousands had already suffered here in unimaginable pain and died in misery.
Wow. Sounds like the beginnings of a real ghost story.
It is.
Not where you want to be. Did you grab that tape?
No.
Did you see that?
No, I had a camera on you.
I think any place where there's been so much suffering and pain is bound to be a paranormal hotspot. But this asylum's different. The ghosts here don't just scare you. They're said to be responsible for dozens of bizarre, unexplained murders. That's why they call this place the gateway to hell. Hello?
That works. You're good to go.
Hello? Somebody here?
Where you at, Jose? Yo, you hear that?
Yeah, well, let's
just say I'm not totally convinced that was an apparition, not just an optical.
Bees! Bees, man, bees! I fucking hate bees! Get off me! Get off me!
Four hours to midnight, and the true start of our investigation. What's that? Any readings so far that can help us out?
I sense anger, bewilderment. Most of all, I sense a paralyzing fear in the multitude of poor lost souls that wander these far from hallowed grounds.
Understood. God may walk with us, but we all need to be on our best guard tonight. We need to take the history of these buildings seriously and be prepared for whatever we are going to face tonight.
Oh, bees! Oh, the little bees! Oh, they're getting me! Oh, look out for the bees!
Yo, man, alright, they really stung me, alright? Their shit's hurt.
Oh, what about David, man? If he had a kilt on, it would have just come out like that.
Yeah, you notice our leading man here didn't have no reaction shot.
Dude, I will give you a reaction shot. Look at this.
Yeah, I checked. The floor was warped, and that's why the door was slammed.
That still doesn't explain the voices we both heard.
There was also a series of unsolved deaths after the asylum closed.
3 teens broke in on a dare to prove how brave they were. Before the sun rose the next day, 2 were hacked to death, and a 3rd ran out of the asylum, screaming into the dawn, covered in blood. She spent the next 10 years of her life in an insane asylum as a catatonic, until one day she woke up and no one knows how, got her hands on a bottle of lighter fluid and matches. She burned herself alive.
5 homeless men took shelter in these buildings during a winter storm. 3 days later, when the cold front broke, the police found all 5 men dead. No blood spilled and no markings on either of their bodies, but their eyes. Their eyes were wide open and their faces frozen in an expression that was described as nothing less than pure terror.
The coroner wrote in his report that all 3 men had died of natural causes. Their hearts had literally exploded in their chests from a sudden and fatal rush of their own body's adrenaline. Someone or something in that building literally frightened those men to death.
It was after that the mayor ordered the asylum's buildings hazard zones and off limits. Tonight, at the stroke of the devil's hour, we will be the first living souls to spend a night in any of these buildings since whatever evil lurks inside took the lives of those 5 homeless men. Dear God, let us pray.
Even the security personnel hired over the past 12 years to patrol the grounds were never, under any circumstances, allowed to enter any of the buildings at night. There are 3 paranormal hot zones we have to hit hard, all right? There's the main hospital building, which is where the 5 homeless men died. It's huge, so we're gonna need both teams, and we hit that tonight.
Lord, we humbly pray for you to watch over not only ourselves and the lost souls that reside in this evil place, but also, Lord, whether he wants you to or not, please be with our brother and prodigal son, Jack Kelly, and all the members of the PI team.
Second is the tuberculosis hospice building. That's where the 2 teenagers were killed. And third is the maximum security criminally insane building. That's to the right of the hospice. We're gonna split the 2 teams, and we're gonna investigate zones 2 and 3 tomorrow night.
In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right, people. It's gonna be a long night. Let's get some grub on the network dime, all right?
Go with the PI team and watch the monitors. Don't worry about us. We'll be staying out of Jack's prying eyes.
Good luck.
Game on, Jack.
I don't know, Dylan. I've been doing this since I was 8 years old, but when the demon we exorcised from Melissa got inside my head, I saw things, I heard things that no person was ever meant to hear or see.
That's why it has to be you.
Would have set the electric thermometer to get a baseline.
See here, I got a .06 reading, which is what it's supposed to be. When I get into the room, it jumps to a 2.03.
Hey man, look. I got the opposite. Yo, I got nothing in the room on the K2. Yo, but check it. One steps out in the hallway, and the damn thing is going off like a Christmas tree.
Feel that? Just got cold in here.
It was 68 degrees Fahrenheit where it hit you.
Right in the chest. Heart. Ice cold, man.
Yeah, they sure got your flavor.
Cold-hearted, that's hilarious.
Hey, yo, look. I got a major temp drop. 50, 48, 46.
Yeah. Now my hands tighten up.
Yo, Jay, damn, I'm down to 38.
All right, man. Here's the EMF again. It's going crazy, only now it's in the hall. Let's keep going, all right? If you get a jump on that K2, stop, all right?
Yeah, this is where we saw the ghost nurse and also where Jose was stung by those bees.
Kieran, look at that.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Kieran to command.
This is command. Go for Jose.
Yeah, it wasn't the feed. The camera was knocked to the ground and the cable was pulled out. I'm resetting it now.
It's all good. We're back up. I'm gonna rewind the footage and see if we captured how it got knocked down.
I'm on, Jose.
Cool, yo. I'll keep monitoring.
Andy, look.
What?
Do you think those were the bees that attacked Jose?
What are they doing here?
I don't know. It looks like somebody killed them and lined them up. It sure as hell wasn't me.
I think whatever knocked over the cameras trying to communicate with us. This is great.
Great? You're already starting to give me the heebie-jeebies, love. There's something really weird about you.
My father's a mystery book writer. I always tried to solve the mysteries before I got to the end.
What exactly are you doing?
Our nurse wants to talk to us. We're going to talk to her.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't killing small animals and insects and then playing with their dead bodies a total red flag for a serial killer?
Cool, right?
I got lights.
Another cold spot. Let's keep going.
It's flat line. I'm at flat line. Yo, man, here we go again. Wait. Spikes are outside every doorway.
So are the cold spots. Wait here. Now this room's flat too. Check by you.
Yo, KT got no lights. All the patients have left the rooms.
We're not dealing with one entity here, man. It's like this hallway is full of ghosts. They're all just standing there, looking at us.
Yeah, what happens when they stop looking?
Jack, I got shadow movement against the light in your 6. 2 doors down on your right.
Go, play it back, man. Play it back.
There's nothing here now.
Yeah, I got nothing on the K2.
You hear that?
Yeah. Sound like a little kid laughing. Just like Randy said she heard in the stairwell.
There's two options. We either got a disembodied voice, or
some assholes saw the cameras and decided to play a little trick-or-treat with us.
Right. All right, man. You check upstairs, I'll check down. Seeing if anyone saw any kids or anything hanging around. If not, I think it's time to test out Jose's new full-spectrum camera.
All right, no doubt.
Yep.
What's wrong?
Something
What happened?
touched the inside of my thigh. Oh, too many of them inside my head, and they're all screaming. I got focused.
It's not good enough, Lizette. Am I right? Is my theory right?
Stop touching me! Yes, yes, you're right. I sense that something is trapping all the spirits that died here in the asylum and preventing them from crossing over into the light. It's laughing at me. Stop it! It's not funny. Stop!
Remember, just like before, wave your hand in front of the device for a yes answer. Were you a nurse?
Did you see that?
See? Try it.
Hi. Did you perish here? I am totally talking to a ghost.
Keep going. The presence of a ghost causes fluctuation in the magnetic field. The K2 picks up on those fluctuations. So if a ghost steps away from the K2, there's no light. The answer is no. If it steps close to the K2, it lights up. And that's a yes.
Did you perish here of natural causes?
Were you murdered?
Leave this place.
What just happened?
I just felt a cold breath in my ear like someone whispered to me.
What did they say?
Leave this place.
When a serial killer tells you to leave, you leave.
No, stay. The fastest way to get rid of us is to answer the questions. Are you the nurse that we saw in the window? Are you the one that knocked over the camera?
That's it. I'm out of here. Did you see that? Look at that.
One of the bees moved.
You never talk about what happened to you as children, other than to say that's the reason you do what you do.
We just don't go there with the public.
Let's just say we shared a paranormal experience as children. Leave it at that. Find any kids hanging around or anything?
Nah, it's all clear.
Yeah, same here. What are the readings in the room with the shadow?
EMF's off the charts, K2's pegged. It's like an icebox in there.
Cool. That's what we'll set up then.
Hey, yo, Jay, man. I gotta talk to you.
Look, Damon, I know what you're gonna say, man, and I don't want to hear it, all right? It's all bullshit.
Hey, man, come on, man. It was just like when we were kids. Your dad bought that big old house. He didn't believe the stories. He got it on the cheap. I mean, you said it yourself, this whole place could be filled with ghosts, man. I mean, who cares what we tell Worthington? It'll work for the ratings. I mean, why open up an old wound?
You talk like the wound's healed. A wound like that never heals. I got my fucked up hand here to remind me every single day.
Father Gallagher told you not to go looking, to ignore it.
Father Gallagher preached accept God and Jesus into your life and everything will be all right. I'll just come bless the house. It's all bullshit, man. It's a fucking fairy tale.
Hey, come on, man. Yo, don't go blaspheming on me. You know I don't like that shit.
Listen, there's no such thing as an inhuman. We've proved it before, and I'll prove it again, with or without you, all right?
I don't know what this is about anymore,
This
Dylan.
This is everything we've been working towards. If I can prove
that a true inhuman does exist, then Jack and all of the other disbelievers can no longer deny the existence of a spiritual realm.
You want to prove the existence of a soul?
Something that was never alive is here? Then paranormal activity cannot just be electromagnetic energy left behind by humans.
I thought we were here to help Worthington, a man in spiritual distress, find his fate.
We are!
No. No. You're here to win your war with Jack and prove that UCLA was wrong. That is not worth my sanity. Allowing a trickster poltergeist into your head can be dangerous. It can influence your thoughts or be misleading or even drive you insane. Allowing an inhuman into your head, it could be deadly.
That's why I need you to go deeper.
No! Why are you doing this to me?
Trust
you
me.
see, I'm terrified.
I'm right here. I will protect you.
I can't. I'm not strong enough.
You are. You are. I need this. This is what God chose me for. Please, Lizette, you have to try. If not for God, then for me. Please.
I'll do it for you.
So how do you know if this haunting is being caused by a poltergeist or a true inhuman?
Trickster poltergeists often pose as inhumans in order to control other spirits or even human beings. But, a person can challenge a ghost if they stand up to it, but if that same person is faced with a demon, well, a demon is too frightening or powerful to fight, so they'll acquiesce to its desires.
So I'll ask you again, how do you know the difference?
By letting it inside my head.
My family is from the Highlands, and this is Celtic black magic or something. My grandmother told me to stay away from all that black magic shit. I'm out here.
Whatever moved the camera is obviously trying to tell us something. I want to find out what it is.
You're crazy.
Karen, you're not supposed to leave your partner alone here. Damn it!
I built the camera to take the pictures in the infrared and ultraviolet light spectrum that can't be seen by the human eye.
All right, let me guess right. An illuminated full spectrum camera.
It's a mouthful, yo. That's what it is.
Check this out, bro. Jose said the shadow was close to the ground. Tell me that's not a little kid.
Yeah. You know, maybe that laughing we've been hearing is not laughing. I mean, it looks like here this kid's like he's crying. I mean, with a little kid, it can sound the same.
That's our play. We do an EVP session, try to get the little kid to tell us his name, check his name against the Asylum records, and if no little kid ever died here, by that name.
Then there's no connection to the ghost we've been seeing and someone that actually lived.
Right. Proving once again that there's no evidence, whatever ghosts are, that they have anything to do with the afterlife or the supernatural.
Holy shit. What the hell is that? What you got? Dude, they totally saw a nurse in the window.
Oh, you got it on video?
Hell yeah, full-bodied apparition.
Yo, son!
Am I golden or what?
Oh, you're golden, pony boy.
I can't believe Kieran left me here with everything to pick up. Andy, room 34. I have EMD readings rising here. EMF is up to 3.4. Shit. There's a new battery in this thing. I have a battery drain. And a cold spot.
think something's trying to manifest. Gotta get this on video.
By using a blindfold on a mental medium, you try to block out all extraneous stimuli and allow for extreme focus on whatever readings they're getting.
Someone say that that's like throwing gasoline on the fire, though.
We're all professionals here. Careful. Go slow. I'm with you.
I'm sensing the presence of a nurse. I'm sensing the presence of a nurse who worked here.
That's good. Really good.
There's a child, a young boy. He's afraid of the nurse.
You're okay. It's just us. You can do this.
Oh my god, Dylan. She killed the boy, but the nurse murdered the little boy.
That's it. Come on, you can do this, Lizette. Go deeper.
The nurse sacrificed the child as an offering to a demon. The patients rebelled. They killed the nurse.
Yes, yes. It's come on.
Wait.
Give me some more.
I'm sensing something very old, very evil.
Lizette!
It's here!
In inhuman and unclean demon, by the power of Christ, I command you, reveal your name! Lizette!
Even though we can't hear you, this device in my hand is a digital recorder. Anything you say into it we'll be able to listen to later.
We see you in our pictures. It looks like you're being held here against your will. Is that true?
You don't have to be afraid of us. We're not gonna hurt you.
We're here to help you.
That's right. I'm Jack. This is Damon. Can you tell us your name?
I'm looking at this right now.
Yo, it could take us a year of cases to find a single shot of an apparition. This is crazy evidence.
Hey, guys.
Yo, Kieran, check this out.
Oh, man. Has Andy seen this?
No, she's not with you.
Well, no, I left her upstairs.
You left her?
What? She was right behind me. I went out to my car to get my flask, and then she should be here by now.
Nah, I can't find on any of the feeds. Andy, come in, Andy.
We can help you get away from the patients that are keeping you here.
We want to help you. Can you tell us your name? God damn it, Damon.
Go for Damon.
Yo, I lost Andy on the monitors and she's not picking up the comm.
All right, we're on our way.
Hey, wake up! Lizette, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Hey, the blindfold's up! Hey! Are you okay? What's going on? Hey.
Kate.
Hey, sorry.
Andy? Andy?
Andy! Andy!
Andy? 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 Andy?
I can't explain it. I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Look, ghosts, whatever they are, can move stuff. We know that. It's just a more extreme case than we're accustomed to seeing.
You kidding, right, Jay? I mean, we've seen a lot of stuff. But yo, this is some wild shit.
I think you're going soft on this. That's what I think.
I think you're a stubborn motherfucker.
I'm not stubborn. I just don't rattle. How's Andy doing?
How you think she's doing? She's doing.
Good. There's nothing else to talk about then.
So Dylan was right about you.
With Dylan's help, I proved I am strong enough. It is a true demon that's controlling all the spirits trapped here at the asylum. Now it knows I can help them, and it's going to do anything it can to try and stop me.
The nurse's ritual slaying of the child allowed her to open a portal, a door, to the other side, through which she was able to bring an inhuman. Now, the nurse and her demon control who enters, but more importantly, who exits the door. But the child is key.
The destiny of all these souls here lies on me. Righteous need not be afraid.
I don't understand what you're arguing with me about. That nurse could have given you an electroshock lobotomy.
But she didn't. By not really hurting me, she was trying to show me that she's not the bad guy here.
I don't care, all right? That child entity is the key to everything.
I screwed up, Jack. When I researched this place, I focused on the patient records, not the staff or the news reports at the time.
If there is a poltergeist entity, it could be posing as the nurse just to mess with us.
When I went through the newspaper reports, I found that there was a nurse that was brutally murdered by a criminally insane patient that was transferred here from the West Virginia State Penitentiary. He broke all the bones in her body and stuffed her in a tiny box. The patient raped and strangled her and then cut out her tongue and gouged her eyes out with a fork.
You know, I never really believed in all this ghosts and demons stuff. I mean, I just answered a post in the UCLA Student Center for a video and sound tech guy. You know, I'm in the video department. I figure, what the hell? But I've seen some freaky stuff, and Dylan said he was going to make me a believer, and he wasn't lying.
The patient, Blake Daniels, was transferred to the criminally insane facility here after he tried to murder a female guard in the prison psych ward.
What do you want me to do, Andy? I mean, you know Jack's like my brother. If you want me to step to him, I mean, you need to tell me something that's going to impact this investigation.
I don't know yet. That's what I need time to find out.
I started going to church, started speaking to my priest, flipped through the Bible, you know, but there's a whole nother world out there, you know. While we're here fighting and killing on this plane, the real battle is out there, you know, between heaven and hell for our immortal souls.
So you have no proof the entity that attacked you is the murdered nurse, and you have no record of a child ever having been a patient here or ever having died on the property, yes or no?
Yes. I have no proof of a child patient, and I can't prove that it's the same nurse, besides the wounds on her face, which are circumstantial.
We don't deal in circumstantial. Did you forget that? We deal in black and white. What we can prove and what we can't prove. Right now, you can't prove shit, so end of argument. This place may be filled with paranormal phenomenon, but there's no evidence to suggest that the entities are anything more than trapped energy. With no correlation to any actual people who've lived and or died here. In other words, there's no proof of life after death here.
Yo, I got it. He says his name. The kid says his name. Richie, listen to this.
I'm Jack. This is Damon. Can you tell us your name? Tell us your name.
Jack's gotta hear this.
I don't see you letting Jack get the better of your argument with him.
The asylum records in the main building were all archived. But they just closed the doors on the criminally insane building and everything was left to rot. Whatever happened to me, whatever's really going on, could still be in those records. I'm not leaving here until I find the truth.
Now together the nurse and her demon control who enters, but more importantly, who exits the door. And the child...
Pack it up, bro. Let's go.
You heard the man.
I'll get Andy. Start packing up.
So yeah, man, CJ Spiller. I'm telling you, CJ Spiller is the man.
Jack!
All right, we'll see.
You're not really leaving, are you?
We got our conclusions for Worthington, man. There's no reason for us to be here.
Oh, come on. I have the name of the demon. That means we control him.
Cool. Send them out to get pizza for us.
Yeah, we got a long trip back to New York and we need something to grub on.
Your hypocrisy knows no bounds, does it? You manipulated a child into thinking you're here for him. And now you're banning that child? When he asked for your help, he gave you his name.
Man, will you listen to yourself? You need to be locked up in one of these rooms, man. You out of your damn mind.
For the last time, there's no soul of a real child, man. You know, it's just an electrical charge in the atmosphere.
By the power of God, I made that demon tell me its name. I can vanquish him and let that child pass into the light, just like you promised little Daniel you would.
Should I tell him, bro?
It's little Daniel.
There's no child, demon, no nurse. You're all being manipulated by a poltergeist having a good time.
If that's true, then where's your proof?
Your demon, his name's Legion.
That's straight out of the movie The Exorcist.
I don't watch that crap. And besides, hello, demons. They lie all the time. They're demons.
Yo, I can't find Andy, and our set of the master keys for the building are missing.
Ah! All right, man. Let's find her before she gets herself into more trouble. Damon, get back to the command center, coordinate from there. Jose and I will find her.
We're not done here. Stick with me. We're gonna give Jack a taste of true reality.
The child is here. I can sense his presence.
This is where we're gonna confront our demon.
I am calling forth the spirit of the child who resides in this place. It is time to come forward and reveal yourself, so that we may send your restless spirit home to have peace in our Father's kingdom.
Is it working?
Gifford, it'll work. You can trust us. We won't abandon you like Jack did.
Oh my god.
Andy! Can you hear me? Guys, I can't find her.
Come forth. Show yourself.
What was that?
You must resist the demon that holds you here. Your spirit belongs to God, and you, as a child of God, have the power to make the demon stand aside. Resist the darkness and bring forth the light. Everybody, help me. Resist the darkness and bring forth the light.
Andy! Andy! Can you hear me? Andy! There's gas down here. There's gas. Andy!
Help! Help! Kieran! Kieran! I'm lost!
You okay?
I have to stop this.
I have to save you.
Resist the darkness and bring forth the light.
Resist the darkness and bring forth the light.
Resist.
No. Don't break the circle.
It's okay. He's here already. The 1 in a 8 of 9.
Don't open the door! There's no child in
There was no child. It was the inmate Blake Daniels, posing as a child entity to trick us into releasing his spirit back into our world. What I read in Blake Daniels' file is that as part of some sick satanic ritual, he raped, murdered, and mutilated 7 women before he was captured.
The nurse here at the asylum, Alice Crenshaw, was his 8th victim. She tried to warn me. I didn't figure it out until it was too late.
This is all my fault. Tried to fill her with my confidence. Instead, I filled her with my sin.
You once said to me, for everything good that happens in this world, God must have his martyrs.
What good can come from this? Look, Jack was right. Blake Daniels was a poltergeist, and I allowed him to trick me into helping him complete his ritual. I'm an accomplice to murder.
He cut out his victims' tongues in life, so they couldn't speak in death. If I had figured this out sooner, maybe I could have done something.
I opened the portal! God, I allowed the demon to come through. Blake and the demon are one right now because of me. And whatever havoc they wreak on Earth, that is my fault. My burden alone.
Fuck, man! There has to be a rational explanation for this.
Wait, guys, the cops are on the way.
No, we need more time. But we have to close the portal. We have to send the demon
calm
back
down.
to hell before
Calm
it
down.
havoc on Earth!
Give it a rest, man! Give it a rest! Give it a rest! You know, there's a portal. Where is it? If there was a demon, all hell would have broken loose when it passed through the portal. I don't see anything, man.
A portal has to open on a satanic symbol, like an inverted pentagram, right? Well, I haven't seen anything. I mean, maybe the portal's not here. It could be anywhere.
Wait a second. Blake was transferred here in the early 80s where he died of AIDS. The female prison guard that he tried to kill, that was supposed to be his 8th sacrifice, not the nurse. If there is a portal, it's gonna be at the state penitentiary. It's a museum now.
The word of 8 of 9. That's it. She did it.
Where the hell do you think you're...
Just let him go. Let him go.
Jack, look at the visitor's logs in Blake's file.
In the 2 years he spent locked up here, 1 person came to visit him. The warden of the West Virginia State Pen. One of the most haunted places in the country.
That's too much of a coincidence.
He's right, Jack.
Oh, come on. Even a layman can see there has to be a connection here.
Yo, bro, you know I got your back. You want answers to all the horrible questions you have about what happened when we were kids? You gotta see this all the way through, man.
Damn it. We're all as crazy as Dylan.
I'll tell the cops.
All right, let's do this. I'm sorry, Jack. God bless Lizette.
Jose, we have to come. Good luck.
Where are we going?
Down to the tunnels. Richie, welcome to the team, bud. Grab the maps. You get us through those tunnels, then we're gonna get past the cops, all right?
You got it.
Thanks, man. Kieran, come with us. You guys, keep up.
Stay the hell away from me!
Actually, Kieran, hang back, bud. Lock the door, all right? Okay, good. I don't care what you say, condemned, asbestos, whatever, no one gets through, all right?
right, you're breaking up on the monitors, but I think take a left up ahead.
Right.
Stop being a bitch! Come on!
Oh, you mother.
I really fucked up my ankle, bro. Just get in the damn car.
Hey, you can't go in there! You can't park here!
What's going on here?
There's some massive electrical malfunction. The whole place is going crazy.
It's here. You don't know that.
You can't go in there! You can't go in there!
Man, I don't know how much further I can go. I mean, the portal could be anywhere.
All right, well, listen. Blake couldn't have performed those rituals for himself, right? It's too exposed. People would have seen. It had to be somewhere more private.
Hey, man, that's the administration building right there, man. Yo, the warden's tower. You can't get more private than that.
It's hit. The Ward 8 and 9. The warden was in on it, man. It's crazy, but that's our play.
You got killer poltergeist, man, Satan worshiping warden. Man, what's next? Fuck!
What was that?
Holy fuck, Damon! What the hell happened to you, man? Jesus Christ. Listen, call 911. Keep pressure on the wound. If he fucking bleeds out, I will kill you both. Dad!
Don't get close!
What are you doing, man? How many other people have to get hurt for you to prove your fucking point? You don't have to stir this shit up to prove you were chosen by God.
You were chosen too, Jack! But you turned your back on the church and on God. You don't think I know how you burned your hand trying to save your little sister in the fire?
Who the fuck told you about that?
We investigated you, man! I read the police reports and the newspaper story. That fire, your sister's death, that wasn't your fault any more than it was God's. It was a demon, an inhuman that plagued you as a child, and you know what? You're just too damn afraid to admit it. So instead you go around trying to demonize these men.
See that?
Yeah, this is it. This is where the souls are being held by the demon. They're all coming from the asylum to the penitentiary. Now do you believe me, Jack? Wait, Dylan! Dylan! Jack. It's gonna take both of us to seal this portal.
Here, man. Here. No. Finish it, Jack. After all you've seen, you have to believe.
So what do you think?
Do you have your answer?
Could I have a minute, please?